morning, children. Welcome to CRK class. Today, we'll be focusing on the account of creation. You would wonder how this life um, came into existence. You wonder how we as human beings, how we are created. You wonder how the sky, the water, how the moon, the stars, seas, land, fishes, birds are created. Yes, it's it's like a miracle. Nobody knows how these things happened, but all we know is that God is the creator of everything in heaven and earth. So God is the creator of everything. I'm sure you'll be asking, who is God? Yes, God is a supreme being, okay? And He is the creator of heaven and earth. I have not seen God before, and I am sure you have not seen God before, okay? No one has seen God before. So, still on account of creation, like I said earlier, all these things that you can see, everything you can see around you are created by God. They are created by God, and God created all things. Like I said, God is a supernatural being, and things, some of the things He created, He created them in a miraculous way, you know, and He created all of these things in 6 days. In how many days? He created all things in 6 days. Yes, 6 days. And on the seventh day, He rested. Sometimes when you work so hard and you have to rest, can you have to rest. God created everything in 6 days, and on the seventh day, He rested. And one thing you have to note is that God created man in His own image. That means the way you are is the way God is. But we've not seen Him, but just know that you are being created in God's image, which you have eyes, He has eyes, legs, all the parts of your body. The way you are as a human being, that's how God is as well. So, like I said earlier, I said God created um he created what? He created all things in 6 days. So on the first day, God saw that everywhere was so dark. And it was like, now it is not good for people to be in darkness. So he now created light and darkness. So he separated light and darkness. So he said, in the day there will be light, and in the night there will be darkness. That's why you see that from around 8 o'clock, maybe sometimes depending on the weather, you see that the what's it called, the weather will change, and that will be in the night. So it was actually what God said on the first day of creation, that let there be light, and there was light. And He said the light will be for the day, and the darkness will be for the night. Okay, so that was what God created on the first day. Yes, that was what He created on the first day. And also on the second day, God created what? Who can tell me? Yes, He created the what? He created sky and water. He created sky and water. You can see it there. He created sky and water. So, before, everywhere was full of water everywhere. And He was like, no. So let there be sky and let there be water. So there was a division between the sky and the water. So that's why you see that, especially when you go to the beach, okay? When you go to the beach, you see that you have the water, and when you look up, you see that you can see the sky, okay? So on the third day, God created what? God created the seas and the land. Okay, the seas and the land, yes. Like I said, everywhere was full of water, and he said, no, let there be a partition. So, um, okay, so let me dwell more on that second day that he created sky and water. So the water, he created water. Then on the sky, that is where we can say that's where heaven is. So God is in heaven and we are here on earth. So the third day, he created seas and land. So he demarcated the sea and the land. He said, okay, there should be a dry land that you can walk, you can go to school, and there should be sea. So when you need to go to the sea, you go there. When you need to be on the land to do other things, you can be on the land. So that was on the third day. And on the fourth day, God created the sun, the moon, and the stars. He created the sun, the moon, and the stars. So when you see the moon, when you see the stars, when you see the sun, you know that they are being created by God on the fourth day. On the fourth day, He created all of this, and all of this, they have their own what? They have their own importance. Okay, so on the fifth day, God created fishes and birds. He created fishes, He created birds, in the sky. When they created sky on the second, they said, the sky can't just be empty like that. So on the fifth day, he now thought of it that, oh, let me make this sky beautiful, and he created birds, and he just allowed the birds to be on the sky. Then, he created water on the what's it called, on the second day too. So he now said, oh, can the water can't just be empty. Let me create fishes inside the water. So he created fishes inside the water, and that was it. And that was on the fifth day. He created fishes and he created birds. So on the sixth day, God created man and animals. God was like, I have created light and darkness. There is day, there is night. I've created, we have the sky, we have the water on the second day. On the third, they said, okay, let there be a space for sea, let there be a space for land. And on the fourth day, he said, let me create sun, moon, and stars. Fifth day, he created fishes and birds. On the sixth day, now said, all these things, all these fishes, all these birds, all this moon, all these stars, would they waste? No, they can't waste. They can't be of waste. They have to be useful. So how would they be? Useful? I have to create man, and he created. Remember, I said he created man in his own image. So God created man on the sixth day. He created man. He created animals, and he said men or man should be in charge of all the other things he has created. So we are in charge of all the animals. We are in charge of the fishes, the birds. We are in charge of everything and everything that God has created. So that was what he did on the sixth day of the sixth day. So also on the sixth day, I said he created man. He said he created man. And you'll be like, so where are the women? Where are the ladies? Yes. So when God saw that the man was alone, he now said, no, I can't, man shouldn't be alone. There should be someone. He needs to play with someone. He needs to talk to someone. Now I need to provide him an helper, or someone who will help him, a helper that will help him. Then he now created a woman. So God created woman, created man, animals on the sixth day. And like I said, God created all things in 6 days. And on the seventh day, God rested. God rested. He was so tired. Tired and said, wow, I need to rest. When you have done great jobs, that's why sometimes it is good to do your work well. When you do your work well, then you can even relax, you can sleep, you can, so because God has done great things on the first day by creating light and darkness, did a great thing on the second day by creating sky and water, did a great thing on the third day by creating seas and land, did a great thing on the fourth day by creating sun and moon and stars, did a great thing on the fifth day by creating fishes and birds, and on the sixth day he also created man, created woman, animals. He has done so many great things. So on the seventh day he rested. He rested, yes. So that is all about the account of creation. That's all about the account of creation. So like I said earlier, now what you are going to do now is you are going to do this in your book. You are going to look at this classwork. The classwork says, what did God create on the first day? So let's see. Oh, God created light and darkness. He saw that everywhere was dark, and he said, let there be light, and there was light. And he said, oh, let the light be for the day, and let the darkness be for the night. So number 2 question says, what did God create on the second day? God created sky and water. God created sky and water on the second day. Number 3 question says, what did God create on the fifth day? Check it there. Fifth day, can you say it? Yes, fishes and birds. Fishes and birds. Or then the fourth question says, what God created all things in how many days? Yes, you are right. He created all things in 6 days. And the last question says, God rested on what day? God rested on the seventh day. Okay, well done. Make sure you submit your classwork, and if you have any question, ask me under the comment box. Well done and have a nice day.